Today we have a very special episode of Just Another Yapper. We are going to be breaking down the Avengers Doomsday trailer, the second trailer. I patiently waited all day today while my coworkers were trying to spoil it, and I was telling them to shut up because I purposely waited to react to it live and on this channel. So I'm super excited for that, and just other news that came out of D23 with the X-Men casting and Vision Quest. We'll see if we get to that today. That could be a different day conversation just based on what I'm about to witness for the first time. So I'm going to pause it briefly, and then I will pull it up, and we could watch it together. Maybe for the first time. If it is, I'm interested to hear what you think in the comments down below, or if you've already seen it, just let me know. Parts of the trailer you're excited for that I'm about to see for the first time. Here we go.
Victor was always the smartest guy in every room. He used to be different.
Oh, baby.
He used to be kind. He used to be caring.
Whoa, okay.
And then,
oh, boy.
Everything he loved was taken from him. I knew he was lost, but I did not realize that he was broken.
Come on.
Victor, did you do this?
All of you have lived stolen lives. But now you must give them back.
Answer me, Victor! Did you do this?
I swear you will beg for hell long before I grant it. Just to me. For I am Doom.
Oh, they're up against it. Oh my god. Yeah, they're screwed. This is gonna be an Infinity War kind of ending. There's no way Doom doesn't win this. I don't even know what to say. That was a Doom aura trailer. I mean, the Doom bots, just badass. I got a grin on my face. I mean, I don't know what to say. I just rewatched the trailer right after I watched it for the first time, and I just am so pumped up. I almost don't need to see anything else. I don't want to see any more of the plot. I just want to kind of go into it with knowing as little as possible. But seeing that is just destroyed New York. Vanessa and Reed know Doom. I guess he's from their universe, and they hinted that with the Latveria, empty seat at Latveria in the Fantastic Four movie. My God. I'm perplexed. I don't know. Her breaking it down for all these Avengers, they're screwed. He threw Thor like a rag doll, and he has bots, which he probably doesn't even need help. I don't know what's gonna happen, but it won't be good for the Avengers. I'll tell you that. And they need to make more movies where the heroes lose. I mean, seriously. Every time, it just gives some unpredictability, And this is what made Infinity War so epic, was because Thanos actually won, or his version of winning, and took out, I mean, half of the all of life, So it does get old with every single hero movie that they end up winning, but I don't think so in this one. I need to be there opening night. Jesus. Oh, what else did I miss in the trailer? Just all the kids. I mean, that's why he's collecting all these kids, is to make these heroes pay his sacrifice. Which, I mean, he's a broken man. He lost his family, and he's powerful. So I see the hype. I'm so excited to now talk about it with people. Everyone just kept hyping it up today, and it surely did not miss um, as far as just building anticipation for this movie. I mean, it just feels like Marvel is back, actually back this time. And I feel like it's only going to get better and keep going. You know, it won't achieve probably Endgame's heights again. Um, but they're slowing things down. They're making less shows, making it, you would think, easier for just even casual fans to follow. Because that's what half the time I talk to people that aren't into Marvel very much. It's just a lot of grunt work. It's a lot of homework to do. It feels like where you're watching all these movies. It's like you have to watch this to understand this and these shows. And at first, the show and WandaVision and Loki are great, and then the shows just I don't want to say they drop off tremendously. Some do, um, and then they don't make references to, let's say, She-Hulk or even Shang-Chi finally is coming back, but that was a movie that came out years ago at this point, beginning of the phase, I guess, 4, I'm trying to think, or whatever is after Endgame. 4, 5, and 6, the multiverse saga. So, yeah, I just very pumped up. People are thinking, theorizing that like Strange or Wanda or I forget that the woman that was with Strange as well are going to be potential Doom bots and stuff, and that would be really sick if we do see a Wanda or Strange. I mean, where is Strange in all of this? You know what I mean? I know he went off in his Multiverse of Madness movie, but he's going to play a key part somehow. And maybe Spider-Man does make a small appearance instead of what I thought would be a pretty big one in this film. Maybe they're waiting for that, especially that reveal with Robert Downey Jr. with his mask off. I mean, you know it's happening, whether it's at the end of this movie or definitely in Secret Wars. So the more I just try to unravel it, it's amazing. They're doing for as much of a panic move it seemed like at the time with casting RDJ as Doom. I mean, how could you not just be excited and trust the Russo brothers, Feige, and it's Marvel's back. So I cannot wait for December. And we'll get into. I might as well get into the X-Men casting, and then we'll talk about Vision Quest briefly today, and that'll be the episode. So after that epic trailer, I did want to decide to go into some more Marvel news that they dropped at the D23 convention this year. And first up, we'll talk about the X-Men movie will be coming in May 2028, which is pretty dope. I don't know if it'll be I don't think it'll be the first one after Secret Wars. Secret Wars is December 2027. I don't think there's a movie in between Doomsday, so it could be. I know Ghost Rider's around there, Black Panther 3, and I don't know if anything else has been announced yet, movie-wise. So, but we have Sadie Sink as Jean Grey, which we saw in Spider-Man. And then they just started announcing a lot of people I'm not familiar with, except for Indy Navarrete. I totally botched it, and I will do my research on that. I'm sorry. But it's 8 o'clock on a Saturday, and the regular crowd is strolling in. That's a little Billy Joel reference for you. But the great actress from Obsession, which I just watched recently, she will be playing Rogue. I thought it was reported that she was playing or trying to get Mystique, but she ends up being Rogue. And a lot of these characters I know or have learned from Rivals as far as like their powers and such. Again, I was not big into X-Men growing up. I was aware of them, but I do think it's cool that they're bringing them into the Doomsday movie, and you know, and it'll be the X-Men, I guess, saga after this mutant saga coming up. So, an actor named Kit Connor for Scott Summers, which will be Cyclops. Christopher Abbott. I'm not familiar with these guys. I'm just reading the names for you. As Professor Charles X, I am familiar with that character. And I'll pop their names, or as you can see, I'm popping their pictures up on the screen just so you're kind of aware of who's going to be who. Samara Weaving as Emma Frost. Um, I already mentioned Sadie Sink. And Maya Boyd as Storm. And I believe Storm is actually going to be in Black Panther 3. And I played a lot of hours of Storm, not very well, by the way, on Marvel Rivals as I was getting waxed on there. But that's gaming as you get older. But super excited to see what she can do in this new universe. And then finally, Adam Driver, big time name coming up, is revealed as Mr. Sinister. So Nathaniel Milbury. And he teased that he was going to be Magneto, which I know a lot of people were hoping for. But it makes sense. He's a big time actor. These big time names either want a massive payday, or kind of like a 1 or 2 movie villain arc, so they can continue doing other movies in their career. Versus these younger actors that Marvel signs them cheap, and they have them under control for a 6-8 movie contract or whatever it is. So super pumped up that Adam Driver is in there. Again, I wish he was more of a regular like Magneto, but we'll see. I mean, you looked at Christian Bale as Gore, one-off movie. I know Thor: Love and Thunder was controversial, being too over the top. Among other, I'm losing it. Hella's actress name, I cannot believe I'm forgetting it. But again, big time names. Of course, I can't remember her name, but they do the 1 or 2 movie route with the villain. I guess villain path, to where they're not tied down to Marvel for years. So it makes sense. But overall, I'm excited for X-Men. It makes me want to watch X-Men 97, the animated show. It's really nice to see just buzz again for Marvel, and the world's a better place when Marvel's doing well, I think, for as far as cinematic or cinema fans, and just, it's just something fun to talk about. So, and last, we'll get into Vision Quest. Vision Quest, I saw the trailer last night because I didn't think it was that big enough to react to. But it should, or it's described as it's tying together the Wanda arc and the Agatha All Along arc, and kind of wrapping it up in Vision. And I think it's like the perfect kind of show right before Doomsday, because or it would have been good even in between Doomsday and Secret Wars, because it seems like it's all going to be like either in Vision's head, or like conscious, or however they're going to do it. And that's how they're able to bring back Ultron, both as like a human / cyborg kind of character, but they're portraying it as Ultron being Vision's father. I believe they show Vision and Wanda's son. I would be shocked if Wanda doesn't make an appearance at the end of this trailer, or not this trailer, this show. Or, I mean, like I mentioned earlier, she could be a Doombot. Who knows? I believe Elizabeth Olsen was pregnant this year, and that may have hindered when they could have filmed certain things for her, because she was last seen in the Multiverse of Madness as she's dead, but who knows? I don't think so. I think she'll be coming back. But yeah, I love that we get Paul Bettany and James Spader. James Spader was a very good actor, and obviously in the Age of Ultron movie and The Blacklist. Big fan of that show when it first came out, and he's just a compelling character, compelling guy, very quirky. Didn't really love his character in The Office that much. He was kind of boring, but anyway. But yeah, Other than that, I'm trying to think of. Oh, and Lanterns. I'll be watching. Switching gears here to DC. After they had a box office flop with Supergirl. I mean, it was like $120 million at the box office, which was under the budget they even had. So they lost money on this. DC could certainly use a win, and when they're dropping shows like Jimmy Olsen versus Marvel coming out with Spider-Man with the $2.5 billion movie and Doomsday coming and Secret Wars coming, it's tough to compete. Maybe DC is just destined to fail or destined to be cursed. Who knows? But with all that said, Lanterns, I don't know if I said Lanterns earlier, but Lanterns, I'm thinking of Latveria, will be premiering Sunday at 9. It took my House of the Dragon spot. So now I'll have something else to watch Sunday at 9. But the trailers looked really good. Of course, I don't have the information pulled up, so the main actors, I know he's from Friday Night Lights. But it's just going to be really cool to see the Green Lantern Corps and how they're going about it, how it's connected to, I almost said Man of Steel, Superman, Man of Tomorrow, and just the DCU as it is, as it stands now. But, I mean, DC making questionable decisions. Clayface is a good movie to bring out maybe after you have some big time hitters and set up your universe with an actual. I mean, we have a Batman already. Like Robert Pattinson is the Batman. I think he's fantastic. I know they have like aliens and monsters in the Superman movie, and it's very grounded down in the Batman universe. But I just think there should have been somehow to connect that. I mean, obviously, I know audiences are smart and they'll be able to differentiate the two Batmans because I'm assuming it's going to be a lot different than Robert Pattinson's Batman. But one, fans love Robert Pattinson, and two, we still don't even have a cast or a casted Batman. We don't even know when he's coming out, and he's supposed to be one of your big pillars of your DC universe. And now you're going to be at least 3, 4, 5 years in without a Batman movie, but we're going to have a Clayface. And like I said, a Jimmy Olsen show. It's like a detective show or whatever that's going to be. A little disappointing, but we'll see where it takes them. But DC's definitely in the back seat. I'm not really. I don't know. It's just like, oh, Lantern's coming on. Like I'm not like super anticipating it, and maybe I'll be proven wrong. We'll see. It has a decent score on Rotten Tomatoes right now. So, but exciting times. It's been a while since we've had some really big movies to look forward to. And then recently, The Odyssey in IMAX was amazing. Just saw Spider-Man, obviously. And I think the next, I'll probably end up, I say I won't, but I probably will go back into the theater and watch the Avengers Endgame Encore just to see whatever. It's going to be like, 5 extra minutes of footage, and then there's going to be some sort of credit scene added or something, and you bet I'll be there. So, but super exciting times to be a fan of cinema and entertainment, and that'll kind of be the episode for today. And we'll see what other news that comes out for the next week. I'm assuming I'll do one next week, but we'll see. So, but thank you so much for watching this video. I had a blast. This is probably my favorite video to do just because I was going in blind with the trailer. And just, I'm tweaking my style, trying to figure it out, getting more comfortable talking, to no one essentially, but to everybody in a weird way. So, but I really appreciate you all for being here if you're still watching this. Just let me know what you think of the trailer. I know people are pumped up. Appreciate subs. Just appreciate you taking the time. Even if you put me on the background and go do a chore or something, I don't know. I'll drive. Just hope to help you pass the time. So thank you again, and let's keep on yapping.